Fellow Nigerians, viewers from Nigeria, across Africa, United States of America, and around the world. My name is Smart Mado Ajaja. I am the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite and the anchor of Nigeria Now. Global Matters Arising. Good morning, Africa. And reggae at its best on ONN. Today, we have yet another opportunity to gather together to discuss issues of national, continental, and global security. Today, we're going to be talking about the genocide in Nigeria, especially as it affects the Hausa people. From the standpoint of a direct victim, Mr. Habibu Yusuf Sodangi, and Hausa victim
Yes, sir.
turned activist, ready to unveil before the whole of the world, in the sight of the Almighty God, what has been taking place in Nigeria that some people want us to ignore. With me from Nigeria is Mr. Sodangi. Hey, Yusuf, please introduce yourself to our global community.
Thank you, sir. My name is Habibu Yusuf Sodangi from Kaduna State, Giwa local government, purely and proudly Hausa by tribe. And in addition, a victim of Fulani terrorist group. Later, there is nothing we can do. There is nothing we can report our issue. I turned my Facebook page to exposing the evil acts of Fulani terrorists, which many of the Fulani elite, to me, I can tell you for sure, I don't know any Fulani elite that was not supporting this terrorism acts. So you say it's an introduction. My name is Habibu Yusuf Sodangi, Giwa local government, Kaduna State. That is the introduction, sir.
Thank you very much, Habibu
Eh,
Yusuf Sodengi. It's a pleasure having
you
you
know,
here on our in our
I'm
studio.
eager to express my grievances about this killing because it has touched me. It has touched many members of my family, friends, relatives. Villages were turned to ground. People was displaced. So there is a lot of things to discuss here, sir.
Thank you very much. All right,
Thank you, sir.
our viewers from Nigeria, across Africa, here in the United States, and around the world, welcome to
Thank you, sir.
ONN. Yes, Global Matters Arising. This Saturday, 20th of December, 2025. We have with us Habibu Sodengi in the house. And I call all our global audience, including those who just are visiting us for the first time, please subscribe to our channel and hit the notification button so that when next we come on board, you'll be one of the very first persons to be notified here. Today we are talking about the disaster that Nigeria has been turned into because of the mass murder that is going on. In other words, genocide that is going on across Nigeria, especially in the north of Nigeria. So feel free to ask questions as we get along, go along on this program. Mr. Yusuf is well versed. He understands what is taking place. He's speaking from the account of someone who saw it first, whose entire family was nearly wiped out, and with a lot of family members now internally displaced, living outside their homes. As he said, um, villages have been leveled and occupied
Yes.
by Fulani terrorists. So,
Yes.
Mr. Sodangi, I want to ask you a question. I welcome you again once
Okay, sir.
again. The first question I'm going to
Thank you,
ask
sir.
you is, how did this all begin, especially in your village?
Mm. You say, sir. Sorry.
I said, how did this whole thing start? How did it begin in your village?
Ta-
What was your own personal experience with your members of
This
your
is
family massacred? Yes.
I like this question, sir. Um, why how the things start in our area? There, what happens first? Uh, the what happen from the beginning is that the Fulanis were engaged in enthroning people, their movement people as Arpo. I don't know how am I going to call that title in English because it is Fulani language. They started uh, enthroning Arpo. From this Ruga, like three Ruga, they will join that you have one Arpo. This Ruga, this place you have one Arpo. This you have one Arpo. So from there, most of the
So
people,
that's what we call
they,
settlement, right?
yes.
Settlement.
So
Yeah.
that's how the thing start.
Yes.
So that RO is like a title, is like a leader head
Yes.
within that Ruga. 2, 3 Ruga, they have their own RO. This area, they have their own RO. It has been long, they've been nominating RO from here and there before the thing start, before the thing kick off. This massacre kick off. So that's how they started it. We don't know because as I was staying with you, I have a pure mind. You are doing your own things. I'm doing my own things. I doesn't mind about your program. You doesn't mind about mine. That's how all the Hausa people think before the starting point of the killing of this atrocity.
Hmm.
That's how the thing start. They were introning Arpo from here and there, and nobody among the houses that noticed what the Fulani are planning against the houses. Nobody's know because we I was the Fulani was pure heart. So that's how the thing start. Before they started killing, dismantling, displacing people, they started with enthroning Arpo from all angles. This Ruga plus this Ruga and that Ruga, they have their own Arpo. This side from that side, they have their own Arpo. So we don't know what they are planning. We just look like Me Ungua in Hausa land, that district head.
Yes.
Me Ungua in Hausa, we have district head,
Yes.
which was also nominated by Fulani because as a Hausa man in Hausa territory, when I say Hausa territory, it comprises Jigawa, Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, Sokoto, Zamfara, and Kaduna state. That's 7 states.
Yes.
So when we say Hausa territory or Hausa land is belong to this 7 states, despite the fact we have in part of Kaduna, there are southern Kaduna people that we are calling them. There are so many tribes, but there are majority tribe
In that
in
area.
that side.
Yes.
In that area, we are calling them. I forgot it though, but there is a
Okay.
lot of tribe there. But
Yeah.
the well-known tribe there is I forgot the.
That's okay. That's okay. When you remember, you can tell me.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So these 7 states belong to Hausas. I can tell you for sure the people that are governing us are Fulanis. In traditionally, our rulers are Fulanis. It is only me Ungwa as Hausas that you are entitled to get. In me Ungwa,
Yeah.
that's village leader, like my village
Yeah.
and the other village, we have me Ungwa. We are
Yeah.
calling him me Ungwa Amadu. He's
Okay.
heading my village, the other village, almost 4 villages. Was it 4 villages? Yes, they are under him. So when Fulani started doing their own, we were all thinking like the district head of a village district, the village head. That is the all Hausa people assumption. Okay, what we did like me Ungwa, that is a village head, so they are enthroning their own, so that they will not sit down randomly. That's what every Hausa was thinking.
So, one question. So, in these
Okay,
places,
sir.
areas, were you the
Okay.
Hausa people living side by side with the Fulanis, or they come from
No,
somewhere
normally
to start this?
No, normally the whole Fulani that are around us are strangers because there is no any Fulani you can tell his father. A Fulani man dies he the Fulani. There are so many Fulanis around us. The one that are my father age mate, we don't know their fathers. We don't know their fathers. I know so many Fulanis that was residing. It was my grandfather, Alaji Tukuru, welcome them and give them land inside his farm to stay. So all of the Fulani, I can tell you for sure, all of them are strangers within my area. They are
Yes.
strangers. They
Okay.
were welcomed by the houses, accommodated them, give them land to stay.
Wow.
But among all my father age, we don't know their fathers. They just come as strangers. It is only my mate that you can tell this is the son of so person. This is the son of Fulani person that is residing in so person farm. That is how we indicate them in our land.
Hmm.
That
Wow.
is it.
Now, okay,
That's
you are
strangers.
Fulanis and Hausas. They are Muslims. In your area, how do you worship? How do you go to the mosque? Do you go to the same mosque, or they have their own mosque?
So actually, when we say there is different between village and ruga,
Yes.
because village comprise so many people, so many people. You see, like my village, we have a house, that extended family. Within that house, you can discover a family members more than 10 inside one family house.
Yes.
You have your own side in the house, I have my own side, you have your own side, I have my own side. A large extended family. My father were there, my grandfather were there, my grandfather was there. So a village is different from Ruga, because most of the Fulani, they doesn't even believe themselves. Like, let's assume Mr. Madu, you are my senior brother, right?
Yes.
So our Ruga can never be one.
Hmm.
They doesn't stay together. You are as my senior brother, you have your Oruga with your family. I have my Oruga with my family. Let's assume I have a junior brother as a Hausa, he has his Oruga. They doesn't live together. To my own, what I all know about them, because they are within us. We give them land to stay. My grandfather Alaji Tukur give so many Fulani land to stay there. So we know their life actually.
Wow.
We know their life.
Wow. So
So
now,
you see that rug.
go ahead.
Okay,
Go
I,
ahead.
I,
Go
I
ahead.
can hear.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you can see that at the Ruga junior brother, he has his Oruga, senior brother, his Oruga. This that different Ruga, different Ruga.
Wow. Now, this violence. How
Okay.
did this start? How did this violence start? When they started killing your
Okay.
people?
Okay. After the nomination of that RO from the Fulanis,
Yes.
it was not reached even month the thing start. The thing start. They started by coming to a village when we were sleeping. They will just come inside our villages and pack all the animals that the Hausa people are rearing. They will pack all of it. They will not shoot anybody. They will not kill anybody. They will pack all the cow, the sheep, the ram, even including the hen, because as a villagers, there is what we call shanu. Every Hausa man, I know he's aware of this. Like my family, we have cows that we for cultivation of our land.
Okay.
My grandfather, he has at least, there is what we call garma daya. When we say garma daya in Hausa, that is two cow. You can use two cow, join this one and this one and cultivate your land. They will be drawing that cultivator as a Hausa man, you will be holding it for hand. The cow
Wow.
are drawing it, you will be holding it and use it for your farming.
Wow.
So every Hausa village or family within that village, they must have at least one garma. When I say one garma, you will have the Hausa people are saying in their villages that me I have garma there. That means I have two cow
Mm.
that I can use to cultivate my farm. So I doesn't wait for contractor,
That's
this
like a
tractor.
tractor. That's like a tractor.
I doesn't
Yes.
wait for it because we are in underdeveloped area. That is why many are saying that the government has cheated them. That is why they fall into this atrocity, killing, displacing people. That there's nothing that make me angry like this word. That is why this Sugumi and this professor, imagine, sir, a professor, look at that one that is behind you,
Yeah.
a professor who has international, was fully skillful, national and international. He was skillful, national and international. But see what he's supporting, see what he's backing. And as a Hausa man, if you commit bad to any person, whether he's a Fulani, they will trace you. Your father will bring you and indicate you are commit that thing, and he will allow people to punish you for what you have done bad to other people. But in popularly, it is a very big lie. Oh. Since our armed robbery, the people that are doing armed robbery right before in my village, I know are Fulanis. The people that used to block road between Zaria to Puntua Gusau, all are Fulani. We all know this. We all know this, but nobody is saying anything. But later, that one it is not enough for them. They say, okay, let's just go for this one. As they started it, packing Hausa people cow, Hausa people sheep, Hausa people goat, everything. They pack everything and leave the Hausa people empty. So as a Hausa man, they pack your cow. So what will you use to cultivate your land when the rainy season arose? What will you use to cultivate your land? Because the government cannot even answer you. There is not any single tractor within our villages. We don't know it. So they pack your cow, everything. What will you do and cultivate your farm to start farming? Because rainy season. Network. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello, sir. Wala wani kira ne ya zo ya shigo. Uh-huh. Uh, Sorry, sir. It was net exercise patience, sir.
Listeners, apologize. Hello, Yusuf. Okay. Now, the question was, do you remember where you stopped?
I remember
Okay, go
because
ahead.
I'm just giving an example with this
Start from there.
professor with national and international skill, but look at what he is backing. That means if these people doesn't have an agenda, how will Fulani terrorist group have been killing my people, displacing them, kidnapping them, raping women, even inside the mosque? That is why I'm even doubting their religion. Because how can a true Muslim pack woman and enter inside the mosque and rape them? A true Muslim can never do that. I'm even doubting their religion, what these people are worshiping. Because if this professor, well-known professor in this matter, let's assume is an idiot professor. Let's assume is an idiot. He's the professor of the idiot people. He's supposed to behave like this. Just a simple question. Look at Gumi. If you just assume, say, this is a professor of, let's say, it is a Western education, but Sheikh Gumi is fully aware of, in Islam, genocide, killing of one person is genocide in Islam. Let me, in case Gumi is listening to us or he has anybody that will represent him, there is a verse in the Quran. Let me just quote it. It is Arabic text. In case Muslims are listening, where God Almighty said, "Min ajli dhalika katabna ala bani Israel nafsan bi ghairi nafsin annama qatala nasa jami'a. Meaning, whosoever kill a person, a single person, is like he commit genocide to all. It's like he commit genocide for the
Yes.
whole world.
He kill a nation.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
It's like he kill a nation. Gumi is
Yes.
fully aware of this verse even before me I was born. So that's why I'm even doubting these people religion. I'm even doubting. How can a sheikh be protecting, be sympathizing, defending terrorism? If these people are truly Muslims, why are they behaving like this? This is a very big question to them. What religion are they? What religion they belong to? I even need to know.
Okay. Good. Um, like I said, the whole world is watching you. They are beginning to come in. Um,
Okay.
they are beginning to come some questions. So when they ask the question, I'm going to ask you, to answer the question.
Okay, sir.
Listeners, thank you. We apologize for the disruption.
It is a network
Obviously,
problem.
coming from Nigeria. Yeah, that's okay. Thank you very much. Earlier, I made a report about a purported arrest of Gumi, but I discovered it's not true yet. So we are still
Okay.
working on it. We want him arrested as quickly as possible, and all those involved
Good.
until all of them are arrested.
Good. Good. Sir.
History of the Hausa people, a little bit of it.
Sir.
People.
I know a lot about the history of Hausa people, even though I was brainwashed before as Bamagu, because that's what Fulani are calling us just to hide our history. They are calling us Maguzawa by tribe. When you say you are a Hausa by tribe, they will tell you, okay, you are a Bamaguji. That means your people, your grandparents were idol worshiper before. So even you will later be ashamed of telling anybody you are purely Hausa by tribe. The moment you tell Fulani you are purely Hausa by tribe, he will tell you are a Bamaguji. Meaning, your grandparent or your grandparent were worshiping idol before. So, so, sir, the issue here is that a Hausa man actually he has a too much love with his religion. Whether it's a Muslim, whether it's a Christian, whether it's a traditional worshiper, he's addicted to his religion. Naturally, that is how some people be. So, and among the Hausas, Muslims are the majority. The Muslims are the majority. So, they don't want even hear about that word their grandparent worship idol before. So they just embarrass the useless word, the most deceptive word Hausa planning. Say we are Hausa planning. Yes. So the Hausa planning, and when you look at it, the Hausa people fall into two traps. They fall into two Fulani trap. Let me mention them. The first trap was Sardauna. Sardauna, when Europeans come to Nigeria, they acknowledge Sardauna as the one. Oh, Sardauna was well known to them. It was Sardauna that acknowledged by European, right? I don't know whether it is true, but to my own research, that's what I have got to. So,
Fulani elites, starting with
ahem,
Sardana. Yes, right
good.
before
So,
independence.
so
Yes.
okay, thank you. So when the European, this give a slot, a scholarship slot to Nigerians.
Yes.
So Sardauna will make sure a single Hausa did not benefited from it.
He gave
Any
everything to the
Hausa man
Fulanis.
Yes, she will hand over everything to the Fulani. Beside, the second trap was Abubakar Gumi, the father of this Gumi. This terrorist sympathizers, terrorist defender, terrorist backer. This Gumi, he's
Yes.
not even ashamed of himself or himself. The father of this Gumi that is behind you, the
Yes.
father of this Gumi,
Yes.
he was acknowledged by Saudi Arabian government. So if a slot for the Nigerians to study Arabic and Islamic studies, the Gumi will still compile the list of Fulani and send to Saudi Arabia. Hausas remain helpless as it was today.
Mm.
They remain very, very helpless then. So that is the two trap Hausa people fall into. From Sardauna side, a Hausaman can never get a slot to study abroad. From another side, to go and study Arabic and Islamic from Saudi Arabia, you won't have chance because who is heading there, recognized and acknowledged by Sardauna, was also a Fulani man recognized by Saudi Arabia through Sardauna, was Abubakar Gumi, Sheikh Abubakar Gumi, the father of this Gumi. That's where Hausa people problem originated.
Okay, hold on, Yusuf. Let me say something. Hey,
Okay,
listeners,
sir.
listeners from Nigeria, across Africa, here in the United States, and around the world, you are tuned into ONN, and I am the CEO of ONN. We report only what is true. And whenever we report anything that is untrue, we apologize. We are not too big.
Yes,
We are so happy that the world is beginning to recognize us. What is being
yes,
said today is the plight of the Hausa people and by extension the whole of Nigeria. In 1914, there was an amalgamation treaty that brought what the British called the Northern and Southern protectorates together against their wish. Against their wish. As we stand, there are about 400 ethnic nationalities in Nigeria. And that for the administrative and economic convenience of the British, they handpicked
okay, okay, yes,
all our messages are factual. Six persons, two Yorubas, two Fulanis, all right? And one Kanuri of over
and
398 ethnic nationalities.
ethnic group. Thank you.
Were not involved. The Edos were not involved. The Ikas were not involved. The Barons were not involved. Only six. Hey, Yusuf, we lost him again. I'm hoping that he comes back. So this Yusuf, please click on that link again and come back. Yes. Let's wait. So this is the sad story. So in 1940, when they brought that amalgamation together, Nigeria together, was signed in 1914. And it worked the Fulani elite. Independence in 1960. Yusuf, are you listening?
I'm with you, sir.
Okay. Yusuf, are you here?
Sir,
Yeah,
I'm
just,
with you.
yeah.
Okay.
So when they
Yes, sir.
came in 1960, independence, after so many constitutional conferences that led to independence, they gave us poverty. And the Fulani elites, with Taj Fodo, his children, were the ones the British handed Nigeria. Truly fought for the independence of Nigeria. They were sidelined. The Igbos were never given any place. All right, they brought some Yoruba relation 1914 Yoruba elites. If you look at the history of what is happening to Nigeria as we speak, you will see that marker. It's always there. They always unite. The Yoruba elites and the Fulani elites always come together to hold Nigeria down. That is why Nigeria is where it is. Yes, and we have to break that chain. And when they came, they brought the Hausa people. The Hausa people have been under subjugation since 5 years. That the Hausa people have been in the chains of Fulani elites. Don't you think they should be free? The battle Habibu Yusuf Sodangi is fighting. A young man. He's not up to 30 years old. He's leading to free his people. Are there Hausa?
Oh, sir, we don't have. We even we don't have any Hausa elite, sir.
Don't you have like big?
Well, we have them. We have them a lot, but them, thank you for this. Them, they fall into like a trap to planning.
Why?
Actually, I can say it for sure. Fulani has an agenda right before. Why I say so is that when they have discovered that you are a great man within the houses, they will try to marry their daughter to you. That's what happens to many of Hausa elite today.
So
Even for my village, because we have so many farms, as I told you earlier, my grandfather Alaji Tukur, because even today, if you want to visit my place, if you call that Ungu Alaji Tukur, my village was named by my grandfather name, Ungu Alaji Tukur. That is the site of Alaji Tukur.
yes,
So my village there, they even try to marry my father Fulani because my grandfather was having land there.
yeah, yes,
He's the one that even accommodated the Fulani and give them a land to stay. So they tried to even marry my father Fulani.
yes,
Fortunately, the Hausa people, there is one thing that secure even the future of Hausa people. There is what they call auren zumunci, the marrying your relatives. Let's assume you are a junior brother to my father, and you have your daughter, and my father born me as a man.
yes,
You, as my father junior brother, you born a male. So right from the beginning, you will just decide, say, it is me that will marry your daughter. You and my father will decide, I'm going to marry your daughter, and nobody
mm,
will say anything.
yeah,
So it is auren zumunci, that is relationship marriage, that is
yes,
don't marry outside your relative. It won't secure the remaining Hausa people today, and it won't escape my father from marrying the Fulanis. Why?
okay,
because they have already told my father that my mother was a genio, her father was a genio to Alaji Tukur.
Okay.
So they have
Yeah.
already arranged that my father will marry my mother. So
Yes.
it would protect my father from marrying Fulani. If not, because no matter what, maybe I will be depending Fulani because my mother is Fulani. If not, because of Hausa people mass number have Fulani people don't even finish them for long. The history of Hausa, it has been, they have tried by all means to suppress the beautiful history of the Hausa people. It was their mass number that protect them, that make their history exist even today.
Wow. Wow.
That
Thank
is
you
it, sir.
very much. Thank you very much, Yusuf. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Um,
Thank you,
Now,
sir.
let me greet some of our people who just joined in. Mason Fona, thank you very
Okay,
much
sir.
for joining us always. And hello, how are you? Ikpaye Azim, thank you very much. We appreciate you. Jason Lowry, thank you very much. Adzi Onyeze, yes, I read your inspiring message. You said thank you for your channel. The world needs to be aware. The diaspora around the world depends on content like this to stay informed. Dear Lord, please protect my beloved Nigeria. That's somebody praying for Nigeria. Pablo, hey, how are you? Thank you very much. Adebayo Bello, we appreciate you joining us. Ademola, thank you very much. Chichi Dallas, hey, how are you? It's a pleasure seeing you. This is your first time. Thank you very much. And we hope that all of you who are joining us, Chichi, please, I hope you sign up and subscribe to our channel before you leave. And James Obonaya, who signed the amalgamation treaty because Zeke Awo, Ahmed Bello were small then. Okay, James Obonaya, those who signed the treaty was there were six. There were six. Two of them were Yorubas. One of them was the first Yoruba lawyer, and then the second Yoruba was the Alafin of Oyo at the time. So one traditional ruler from Yoruba and the earliest Yoruba lawyer, as far back as 1914, the Yorubas have produced a lawyer. So that's one. And on the Fulani side, there was one who later became one of them became the emir of Kano. Yes, I think yeah, that became the first Fulani emir of Kano. And then the other one was the Sultan of Sokoto. All right, after what is his name? Was he tell the history the way it cannot of Nigeria from amalgamation to where we are right. The only people who can do it is you and I. We have to do it based on information, not on hearsay. When we come with a pact with history. We know the history of Nigeria. We know it. We know the history of what happened in 1885, 1884 and 1885, the Berlin Conference. After Europeans came and creating the confusion that led us where we are. I can tell you that of all the countries in Africa, country that is free, and that is Ethiopia. The rest of the countries are failed because people never came together to form the creation of the Europeans. So, what challenge does it pose to you and I? Yes, make it work. And the reason why we are struggling is because we have demonstrated to really agree. Hey, we are here. Let me say this. Okay. Billy. That whatever the United for Nigeria has to be all encompassing to involve those targeted ethnic nationalities, including the Hausas, that years they have been on the hammer, under the hammer of the elitist Fulanis that think that they own Nigeria, and they have used the Hausa people to hold Nigeria down for a very long time. So now,
Sir,
of the Hausa people.
actually, this is a very good question, sir, because even me, as I was speaking to you now, in my village, I was the first person to attend Western education. I was the first person. I have brothers, senior brother, none of them attend. They all went to that Almajiri school. Why? I I was even thinking that among the whole question that everybody will ask me in this ONN channel, the one that will sweet me the most is this question, sir. Because the issue of Almajiri school, it what lead Hausa people to their illiteracy. Why I say so is that because the Hausa people are they are addicted to their religion. So later, those go high school, Arabic school, Islamic school, they go study there. There later, it was the Fulani that recruited the Hausas into mostly Almajiri school. If you trace back the history of Ampodio, they were the one to introduce Bara, that is begging, to Hausa land. Because I have read as an article.
Bara is begging.
Yes, begging, meaning Bara. So Bara, who introduced begging to Hausa land entirely. We need to talk little about this one.
Go
Why
ahead.
I say so is that when Ampodio came to his jihad, what he started with is haraji. Haraji is what we call tax in English. Tax. Haraji in Hausa. So that haraji, so the haraji, the Hausa people, the kingdom, the king of the Hausas, there is a tax. And it was that tax that used to hold the government, to make a leader to be a leader. Through tax, if there is any problem, they will send an assistant to this village, that village, like that. So that tax, it was paying the Hausa people then. When Ampodio noticed, I have already told you right before, Fulani, they have an agenda. They have an agenda. So Ampodio
Network. Yeah. Hello, Yusuf.
network,
Yeah, we
that
network.
tax.
We did not hear some of the things.
Oh, okay, sir. What Ampodio noticed that almost all the Hausas doesn't like to pay that haraji tax. They don't like to pay
Yeah.
it. So as he studied that, he declared war, haraji haram. That's what Lampodio started with. Ask anybody, trace back the history, that's what you are going to see. He started with haraji haram, meaning paying tax is haram, it's unlawful. Don't pay tax, don't answer them, don't listen to them. From there, he started getting followers, even among the pure Hausas. I don't know whether you are getting me, sir. So as he noticed that, as things are going on, so he started gathering followers. So he has an agenda. Among his people, there is one we call Abdusalami Bagimbani. Abdusalamu Bagimbani is a warrior scholar among the Hausas. Ampodio really used Abdusalamu Bagimbani. He's from Gobir. He's from Gobir because actually the meaning of Sokoto was not Sokoto before. The meaning Sokoto was Gobir before the jihad of Ampodio. Because me, I doesn't call it jihad. I used to call it terrorism. It's a terrorism because how will you kill people and seize their heritage, their kingdom, their everything, and enthrone to your people? The Hausa people, that's a Sheikh Umaru Bawa Jangorzo, who accommodated the father of Tampodio. When Tampodio started his killing, he's dethroning the king or killing them and enthroning his people. He started with the son of that Sheikh Umaru Bawa Jangorzo, who accommodated and welcomed his father. That's what was happens. So actually, from there, Tampodio started gathering his followers, even among the Hausas and other tribes across Hausa land and some part of Niger State, Kwara. He gathered followers in that Gobir kingdom. He later, and remember that king of Gobir that was killed by Ampodio, Muhammad Yumpa, was Ampodio student. His father, when Dampodio was really a scholar, absolutely a scholar, but all his masters, his teacher were Hausas. Why I say so is that ask anybody, they will be telling you Fulani has been into Nigeria for long. They are even the one on Nigeria because there's one illiterate educated Fulani man, Mustapha Gembu from Taraba State. He said nobody can force Fulani to leave out Nigeria because Fulani own Nigeria from Sokoto to Atlantic Ocean. That's what he wrote on his Facebook handle. They own
I
Nigeria.
have heard
So
them so many times.
yes, so I used to ask them if true you Fulani has belonged in this country in Nigeria. So please tell me before Dampodio, tell me any well-known Fulani before Dampodio. Can you mention any well-known Fulani? One, just one, well-known to all. Can you mention him? They can't mention him. So Rampodio used Pulani, a lot of Pulani, invite them from Puti Jalo, from Puti Toro. They come and assist him to conquer Hausa land. Started from Gobir, because in Hausa land we doesn't have emir before. We have king. We have king, kingdom, king, and because like me, I does not believe that emirate and emir word. It's a conquer word. I believe in king and kingdom. But emir, just let the people that are listening to us go and check and look very well the true meaning of emir and emirate. Because me, I prefer king and kingdom. We have Queen Amina in Zaria, which is purely Hausa by tribe. Queen Amina, we
Yeah.
have king that her senior brother, Bakwaturunku, King Bakwaturunku.
Rumfa in Kano.
We have
Yes.
King Rumpa in Kano. We don't Ampodio in that bottle just to make haraji haram, to make haraji haram. How should I call it in English? To make tax
Okay.
unpayable, because
Yes.
that thing is
Tax,
paying
tax,
the Hausa
tax,
people to
tax,
pay.
tax is evil. Tax is evil. Yeah. Yes.
Will
Yes.
join in that war just to help Ampodio win the war, thinking that if this man come, there will be a great change in Nigeria. In Hausa
Yes.
land then, in
Yes.
Hausa land, when he came, he started enthroning. After he won the war, he started enthroning. He enthroned his son. After himself, he enthroned his son, which is Muhammad Bello, and his brother Abdullah Ngwandu. They
Mm.
share kingdom between them, and his son Buhari. They share the Hausa, the Gobir between them. So many people don't know what is happening, sir. Is that there is one thing that many people don't know, thinking that Hausa people are illiterate, this, that, nothing like that. There is a Endoto Islamic University, like the one of the third one in African country. And many people used to go to Cairo and study there. University, Al Azhar University. Our people from Hausa land up to today used to go there and study Arabic and Islamic studies. But not knowing that we have another one, great one, in Endoto, in Katsina State, then now Zamfara State. But Bello makes sure that he demolish that university and turn it to there is not any even a dilapidated building in that area. They destroy it completely, destruction, a very complete destruction to that university, and burn down the nearly villages that surrounded that university. Now they are calling it Endotandaji. It is part of the question that makes the Fulani report my account and disable. Why? Because I asked them, if Ampodio, to me, if Ampodio is a Muslim, why will he attack the king of Zazzau, Muhammad Makau, the son of Muhammad Jatau? Why will Ampodio attack him when the Eid prayer is taking place? That forced them to migrate from Zazzau to Sileja, Abuja. Ampodio attacked them when the Eid prayer is taking place, because Zaza was very strong then. Fight them face to face, they have to outsmart them. That's what happens to Zaza. If you are a Muslim, why will you attack the Muslim while the Eid prayer is taking place? Is Ampodio a Muslim at all? That is my question. And which lead to my Facebook, which I opened for more than 14 years. They block it, they make it disabled through report. They report me. Now my account is disabled. It was just a simple question I asked. They are even challenging me. Why will I wrote it in English? So I'm trying to tell the world that the Hausa and Fulani, they are having issue. That that's what they are challenging me. So actually, the reason of that, how Ampodio take win the Hausas, that was the process through haraji. Tax is evil. Don't pay tax, and people doesn't want pay the tax then. So when he killed the entire Hausa kings and enthroned his people, later that tax the Hausa people had, it is now come times three. So before the Ampodio implement the tax, that is the origin of begging in Hausa land, because the tax that the Hausa king used to collect then from the people, they used to give the people that were teaching their children Islamic knowledge. So now we are calling it Sangaya Zen. Sangaya, that is Makaranta Allo. The originated name of Makaranta Allo is Sangaya. Sangaya. You will see people round one place now. The fire day in the middle, but the people round with their allo. if they put small firewood, then you will see light. Now many people go begin they read their allo. So that is how the Islamic knowledge originated even in Hausa land. That is how it was started. Then so Nampodio now conquer all the Hausa king within the Hausa kingdom. Now nobody is given food to that student. Our children that we will use to send to Sangaya school. Is
Yeah.
Sangaya before Almajiri school? Send to Sangaya school, that is Almajiri school. There is enough food from the government treasury then. There is enough food that the king used to send to them. So now the king have been conquered. So now, how will I do? The Almajiri from there, the people, your children that you have sent to school, now they have started begging to feed themselves, because what used to be given to their teacher by the Hausa king then, it was normal, because they have been conquered and from his people. He doesn't even think about the Sangaya school, that's Almajiri school. He's trying to advance his kingdom to Kano, Zazzau, Daura, Kebbi, Jigawa, one kingdom from Jigawa. I forgot that kingdom, but I will still remember it. He's trying to, he doesn't think about the Hausas. He's trying to extend his kingdom, his empire
All over
to
Nigeria
Kano.
now. All over Nigeria now. They want to
So,
take the whole of
so
Nigeria.
it is now all over. So that is how the begging, that is bara in Hausa,
Mm.
originated. We doesn't know bara, that is begging in Hausa land, but it was originated after the killing or dethronement of our king, Hausa
Yes.
king, enthroned Fulanis. So that is how bara originated in Hausa land.
Okay. Now,
So up
they,
to now, sorry sir, up to
okay.
now, that is what is affecting the Hausa people, because you can only change when you have power. If you doesn't have power, you are powerless. There is nothing you can do. No, see as Angote he is, he can't change anything.
Oh,
When you have power
Is
as a
Dangote Hausa?
Angote is a purely Hausa from Agalawa clan.
Dangote is
From
Hausa?
Agalawa clan. It's a purely Hausa.
So now
That's I have wrote it on my Facebook timeline. The only Hausa elite we know now is the Hausa activists. The one, the Hausa people that sacrifice their life to expose the evil act of this planet terrorist group and their support and their supporters. Because if a person like Angote, his people have been killed. Did you hear one day that Dangote has sent some items to Zamfara state people, or to Katsina state people, or to my state, Giwa and Birnin Gwari are the most affected local government in Kaduna state. What did Dangote contributed to them? Nothing. Nothing. That's why we are even calling that we don't have Hausa elite now. We just
listeners from Nigeria across much talked about the richest man, Mr. Aliko Dangote. He is Hausa. He's one of the richest men in the world. He is Hausa.
yes,
But 99 Nigeria live below poverty line. They are poor, so poor, abjectly and extremely poor. Dangote
absolutely.
is an Hausa man.
Purely Hausa.
But Dangote does not. I don't know anything that Dangote has done to improve the lives of the Hausa people. People who have
Actually,
money like him, they establish foundations to
yes,
address foundations to address poverty. It's not on record that Dangote has done any such. So now, no,
yes.
Nigerians know Dangote is an Hausa man. He's not Fulani, but he acts Fulani. So what did they do to him? Hello, Yusuf.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir.
Yeah, we lost him again. Yes.
I can hear you now.
So confirm, please.
It's a Hausa by tribe, confirm.
From Agalawa,
From Agalawa clan.
Agalawa clan. Which state is that?
Clan. It's a clan. Agalawa is a clan. Hausa clan. Like in Kano State.
Is it Kaduna State?
No, Kano State. Kano State.
Okay. All right.
Mm.
Okay, now another question for you. Thank you very much for your effort. Nigerians, this young man is the man that all of us must line behind. He's carrying the burden of a whole 63 million Nigerians of the Hausa race. Before now, I have not seen any young Hausa person or any Hausa person that has stepped forward to do what this young man is doing. This young man comes from a family that was nearly entirely wiped out by Fulani killers. Yes. That they wiped out his entire family did not scare him. Instead, it became a tonic, an inspiration to speak up, to stand forth on behalf of a race and by extension the whole of Nigeria. The people of Nigeria don't understand how much the liberation of the Hausa people will mean to the liberation of the entire Nigeria. So today, if you did not know, I am calling on you now to come out from your comfort zones. Let us unite with this young man and many other young and upcoming Hausa activists. Tell me, how did it feel when they started killing members of your family?
Actually, sir, it's very annoying. Why I say it's very annoying is that the day that their first attempt after they pack all the animal within my village. So mistakenly, one of my grandfather, which is Musa Imam, that is he's the chief imam of our village. He mistakenly come out. They shoot him for leg. He was shouting, "Come and help me! Come and help me!" Sung Harbeni, that is the meaning. They have shoot me. Come and help me. So who will even come out? Those people are well armed. They are well armed. Nobody can come out because that time they have not started kidnapping people. So as they shoot him for leg, he was shouting, "Come and help me." What we heard from there, they were shouting. They were laughing. They were laughing, say, "Kadoya Juta, Kadoya Juta," meaning we don't shoot Arne now, they cry. We shoot Arne. Despite the fact he's a Muslim, they are calling him pagan. We shoot a pagan. He's now crying. They were laughing. They were laughing. They are calling him Arne, despite the fact he's the chief imam of the village. But they are calling him Arne. Musa Imam. He was my grandfather. So actually, I feel very painful In the same day, they still come and shoot my junior brother. If I say junior brother, as I was speaking to you now, after they have killed Jamilu, his two children was in my mother room now. It was my mother that is training them, Jamilu. They have killed him. Come and see his blood on ground. Nothing did to them. Nothing. They shoot Musa Imam. That is my grandfather. They later come shoot Jamilu. If you came out and you are trying to help your brother, that is the end of you that day. That's what they have planned, and that's what they have did in my village.
So
So
are there people still in your village now, or the people in your village have left the village?
no, most of the people, there is what one how will I even call it, like if you are going to my village, there is bus stop along the main road from Zaria to Puntua. There is a
Yeah.
main road. There is one word, one urban town called Gangara. So from Gangara to my village, it was 200 naira to my village then. So most of the people from my village that day, they have migrated to Gangara, which is the urban area or the big town to most of the villages around us. So we all migrated to Gangara to secure our life. Then the village became empty then. Nobody is staying there. So after the thing come, so people they started coming back because that is where you were born, and the only thing you know there is farming and rearing animals like goat, sheep, a ram, and the rest. That is all you know. You don't know any business. So they started coming back to our village. Later, after they have discovered many people has came back, they still come back again. They still came back again. That is where the kidnapping started in my village. They kidnap the son of Alhaji Mani. He's staying in our village. He's part of my relatives. They kidnapped two of his children. Two of his children. They were looking for my father, asking for my father. Then
Hmm.
probably, actually, God helped him escape. They were here and it was village. They round up the village, but actually, as a stranger, you can't know everywhere in that village. So many people escaped. They started shouting. Some villages started to come. They torchlight. They take the people that were living in the village. They know how. If you use torchlight from this village to that village, it will reach. So people started torchlight started working from this village to that village, because for the first time, if they attack village, what they usually do, they will just enter mosque, and you know that they are attacking this your neighboring village, and you enter mosque where pray, may God save that village. Instead for you to go and help them, and you started praying, say, may God come intervene and help them. How God
Hmm.
will come and help you? People started praying. So instead for them to go and rescue them, they enter must started praying. Say, may Almighty God rescue them. May Almighty God save them. They were in so much because you were they shouting, they shooting. You'll be hearing it now because the village that was attacked by the Fulani is not far from you. You are even seeing the bullet red like this. You'll be seeing it. So people started praying. Now
There's a,
the mind
that's
of people
that is
started
the that is
changing.
the part of the that is the part of religion. What religion has done to our people. It's not just only Muslim.
Kai,
It's not only
absolutely,
Muslim.
absolutely,
It's
sir.
everybody. The
Absolutely.
Christians, instead of them waking up to fight, they'll be praying. God gave you power.
Instead,
Yeah,
Kai,
God gave you the power to defend yourself. He didn't tell you to be a fool. That is the problem. I am happy it's coming
Kai,
from you because
but
a
but
lot of
act,
people don't understand what's taking place. So thank you very much for a job well done. Keep
actually,
on. Go on. So now, Yusuf,
sir.
what time of the they come at night? Is it only in the night they come to fight to come and kill people, right?
They used to come in the night, actually. They used to come around 10, 9:30, 9:40, 10, 11. They actually, even in Dampara State, they used to come around that time. Actually, they used to come around that 11, 11, 12. If they fast that time, they didn't come, they will never come.
And
Because
then
it will
and then
take them
when
longer
they
to go
kill
back to where they came from.
yes, and then when they kill people, they say Allahu Akbar. Which Allah are they talking
That
about?
is the worst part. That I have already told you now. When they shoot my grandfather, that is the chief imam of our village, Musa Liman, come and help me. They, what they are saying, Kat Oyajuta, meaning the bullet don't enter the pagan. That's what they are saying.
Wow.
Despite the fact he's praying, they are seeing that they are looking at him. He know nothing about religion. He is not even a Muslim, because when they call you Kato, they mean let me clarify this person. I want this thing to be known to all. If a full animal call you Kato, he's referring to pagan. That is just the meaning. When they call you Kato, Fulani, they have pulled the Hausa people for a long time. They keep pulling the Hausa people up to today. They will be calling you Kato. You call them Fulani with the name of their tribe, but to call you Hausa, even this Gumi cannot call you Hausa. I listened to Gumi that were saying that Hausa is not a tribe, it's just a lingua franca. Gumi, this Gumi. Hausa is not a tribe. Azazaki, you know, sir, you ask me some question because I
Yes.
have a lot of things
Go
to
ahead.
to
Go
to
ahead. Feel
vomit.
free. That's why we are here.
Sir, the trap that Fulani said to Hausa people is many. Even me, I can only mention the one I know, but many I don't know. Why I say so is that they have created sects in Islam, sects, Islamic sects. Before the coming of Dampodio, we don't know anything about sects. Sects. I don't know whether you understand what I mean by
I
sects.
understand. I understand. Very
Good.
well.
So they have created before the coming of Dampodio. We know nothing about sects. We all know Islam. Praying together, do everything together. I doesn't look at you as not a Muslim. You doesn't look me as not a Muslim. We are all one. Praying the same places, respecting each other. When the he came with what we call Qadriya. Later, Tijaniya came. Later, Izala came.
Mm.
Then, before Izala, Shia was already there. Then Izala came. All these four Islamic sects that I mentioned for you, Tijaniya, Qadriya, Tijaniya sect, Islamic sect, Qadriya Islamic sect, Shiite Islamic sect, Izala Islamic sect were all headed by the Fulanis. And what they did to Hausas is that me that is belong to Izala, I'm looking for person that is belong to Tariqa as an infidel. That is how they brainwash us, and they have succeeded 100%. I'm an Tariqa from Tariqa sect. You are from Izala sect, right? So you will be looking at me as an infidel. I will be looking at you as an infidel. Despite the fact we are practicing the same religion, but you are downgrading me. You doesn't consider me as a Muslim. I doesn't consider you as a Muslim. That was from Shiite. If I'm Shiite, it's like that. But when it is come to that, the whole planning are heading is like they divided the houses. No matter how great the Hausa family is, was divided by Fulani. For instance, let's assume that me and you have the same father, and we still have two junior brother. For instance, I belong to Izala, you belong to Tariqa, the one that is following you belong to Tijaniya, the other one belong to Qadriya, the other one belong to Shiite. So you will see all in the same Hausa family. This one belong to Izala, this one belong to Tariqa, this one belong to Izala. They were fighting each other. I don't look at you as my senior brother as a Muslim. You, your junior brother was looking at you as an infidel. I was looking at my junior brother as an infidel because we are not practicing the same faith. Are you getting me? So that what was happens to Hausa people. Along the way, by the side, Fulani go and created Mieti Allah. They have first started with Kaduna Mafia. I don't know whether you know Kaduna Mafia. They have started creating Kaduna Mafia. If you are Fulani, whether you are Tariqa, whether you are Tariqa Izala, whether you are Tijaniya, whether you are Kadriya, whether you are this, whether you are that, you belong to Kaduna Mafia as a Fulani concern. Nothing concern you. You were there in Tariqa or Izala just to cause confusion between the houses. Divide them. Make sure that you succeeded in dividing them. So just divide the houses. Now, you, Kuma, you just form a forum as Kaduna Mafia. Later, when they have discovered it has reached to the level that they will create Fulani, so that they will have a way for Fulani to be entering Nigeria through our land border. For instance, they later come from Makban, Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria in 1970. They have created it then. So by then, every Fulani is a member of Mieti Allah. Every Fulani is whether Tariqa, Izala, Shia, whether he dismantle or displaces people or he kill different, he belongs to Mieti Allah. They doesn't talk about religion in that Mieti Allah forum is how they are going to succeed in enslaving Nigeria and overruling Nigerians. That is their game plan, which many people don't know.
Thank you, thank you, Habibu. Thank you. You are making a lot of points, and a lot of Nigerians are responding. Let me read something to you before we continue. I'm going to
Okay,
read
sir.
statements from everybody. Abedin, he said, "This is an eye opener. This is my first time." Abedin, if you are still here, I hope you had a moment to subscribe to ONN. And young man 52146 said, "This is great. Hausa activism is unstoppable. Fulani hegemony and misrule of religion to divide, the misuse of religion to divide and rule Nigeria is over today. No more religious war. Igbos are not our enemies." Wow, 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 wow. Buhari will be the last Fulani to rule Nigeria. Nigeria
By God grace.
indigenous ticket. Well, this is interesting. Nigerians from Nigeria, Africans, and every black man on earth who is seeking knowledge about what is taking place or what has been taking place in Nigeria. I tell you with pride that ONN is the destination. We say what media in Nigeria, the mainstream media in Nigeria cannot say. They know the truth, they will not say it because their owners and drivers are part of the Nigerian problem. Yes, but here we speak the truth the way it is. And we cannot be proscribed by anybody because we are speaking purely the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Somebody said, my question is that they themselves support the Fulanis. If they did support the Fulanis, maybe Yusuf, you want to answer that? He's telling you that the Hausa people were supporting the Fulanis. Maybe address that question before I continue, because I have to say. If you can answer
Even
that
me,
question,
I would like to answer that question, sir.
go ahead and answer it.
Because I read it before even you read it. I saw it.
Okay, go ahead.
What he said, he make a very clear. He sent a very clear message to the Hausa people. But there is one thing that many people don't know. When they brainwash you, they can even deny your father as your father.
Wow.
Right? If brainwash happens to you, so you won't know yourself. Let me just go back to what I have said right before. What happens here is that uh, they will tell you, if as a houseman you are trying to know yourself, you just address yourself as a houseman, they will tell you you are a Bamaguji, meaning you are an idol worshipper. You do you know who is Hausa man? That what they will first they will frighten you even before they tell you the true color of the Hausa people. They will tell you the Bamagu Hausa people are Maguzawa before. So, and I have already tell you a Hausa man is addicted to his religion. So he doesn't want to let for anybody to let anything, any nonsense or idol worshiper. He doesn't even want to listen to his history, because when you trace the history, you will discover that the Hausa man was not a Muslim before, and which many Hausa people fail to understand. Even the Arab, where Islam came from, Mecca, they were not Muslim before. They were idol worshippers before. If you are a Hausa Muslim, if you are a Muslim in general, you know Lata, Uzza, Manata, the Hubal. It was there clearly stated in the Holy Quran that the Arab worship idol before. So the Hausa man was ignorant of his religion, because the Al-Madri school, they doesn't clearly translate the Quran to you, because they doesn't teach Arabic language. Why me know a lot about it? Because I have attended Arabic school. I have attended Arabic school and I read Islamic studies as a course. I have a diploma in Islamic studies education. So there is nothing that you can hide to me. I have attended Arabic school right from the beginning. I know the Quran from first page to the last page. There is nothing that you can hide to me. That is why I recognize this Gumi. If Gumi is not a terror, why will he be supporting terrorism? That was my question.
Wow,
So
wow.
I
Thank you.
want the people to remember, sir. I want still the people that are looking people, Hausa people as a fool. They should please try to go and read the China Opium War. If they remember, it reached to certain level where Chinese are fighting themselves. But later, as they have discovered the problem, they later settle. They settle and form a new China. And look at China today. So it was not foolishness that caused Hausa people to support Fulani. The Hausa people was completely brainwashed and divided.
Now, okay, Yusuf. Now, very good. Now, I am, you don't know how, as an activist, as an advocate, and as a freedom fighter, you don't know how inspired I am right now. Hearing this from you, hearing this
Yeah.
from a Hausa person. I think you are the second Hausa person that I have spoken to that has opened up to speak clearly and unambiguously about place in Hausa land among the Hausa people. And then going forward to honestly admit that the Hausa people were brainwashed. Now, I want to ask you
Yes.
a question. My question is,
Okay.
how far is this new consciousness spreading among the Hausa people?
The awareness. Kai, this is the very, very interesting question. Sir, the awareness is going there. In fact, the awareness has reached every angle across Hausa land. That is just the naked truth about this. Why I say so is that I was not in my village currently. I have to leave because there is no peace there. So what I later discovered is that when I went there for during Big Salah, that's Salah Idul Kabir. During Idul Kabir, I went to a village and spent like 16 days with my people. What I later discovered is that they were telling us, please enlighten our people, because many of them used to sow my write up against the Fulanis. Please try to enlighten our people. They should stop putting Fulani into power, because it was the power that Fulani used to turn our land to cattle root. Because one of them told me a Fulani man promised him that they will make, he's telling him with great mind that they are going to turn Hausa land to cattle road. That is their agenda. And if you look at it now, they have It killed many people in my village. They send my people to IDP camp. Now the village is empty. The next village is empty. The next village is empty. So who will occupy the land? It was the Fulani that would occupy the land. So actually, the awareness has reached every angle across Hausa land. The only thing that I'm always saying is that what Hausa people lack is
Well, we temporarily lost him, and I believe he's gonna come back. We're expecting him
okay,
to come back.
network issue. Sir,
Yes.
the problem of Hausa people now is who will be around to lead them, because they know the power of Fulanis. They know what happens to so many Hausa activists that started in the village, how they end. Because when I went to my village for when I went to my village during Eidul Kabir, my father friend was telling me, say,
Yeah, network.
staying in this village, it will be a very big problem to you. If to say you are staying here, it will be a very big problem to you. But thank God you were not here. If we got any information, we'll send it to you and make the world know. That's what he's telling me.
Okay, let me
So
let,
actually,
let me address something. You
okay,
you heard about Martin Luther King, right?
Martin Luther King, I read his history very well.
Okay, you heard about Marcus Garvey.
Yes, yes, I know
All
that
right.
one.
You heard about Nelson Mandela.
Very, very well, very well.
All right.
And Mahatma Gandhi,
Mahatma
thank
Gandhi.
you
He
for this
wasn't
question.
Mahatma Gandhi was not a very good man, but he led India. He did not like
Oh,
black people.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yes.
there's one thing that I grabbed from his history.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Let me state it here clearly.
Go ahead.
What I have got and benefited from his history is that the Hausa people, Muslim, are the majority
Yes.
across the Hausa land.
Yes.
So they hate the Christian Hausas unknowingly. Unknowingly.
Yes.
So what I derive from the history of Mahatma Gandhi, before he started, he has to unite between Hindu and Muslim. That's what I have benefited from reading, from studying the history of
Absolutely.
Mahatma Gandhi. He unite the Hindu and Muslim. So now all my enlightenment, the Hausa people, Muslim, they should look at their Hausa Christian brothers and even the traditional worshippers and unite. They should try to be like Yoruba people. You can't touch Yoruba people family because he's not a Muslim or because he's not a Christian. So the Hausa people should try and unite, irrespective of religion. They should come at one family. So that is it. That the history. That what ignite me, and what I have appreciated in the history of Mahatma Gandhi.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Thank you
That is
very much. You know why I'm saying
very
this?
nice.
Why I'm saying this? I am seriously and inspiring me very well. Very, very well. I believe that I know, but you
Thank you,
are
sir.
inspiring me. It means that some of the things that I'm saying to Nigerians, some people are hearing it, and they are running. They are
Yes.
running with it. They are understanding where I am coming from. I'm so proud. I'm so proud of you. You know why I asked you about those great men? I asked you. You were saying that there is nobody who is to be at the forefront for the Hausa people. You are already
Yes.
there. You are a
There
point
is
man. You are there. You are the one. You are the one leading Hausa people out of bondage. You are the one. You are leading. You are leading Dangote. His money is nothing. If he dies tomorrow, that is the end of him. I think his grandfather died just not too long ago. His money is gone. His everything is gone. But you are a leader, and the Hausa people will never forget you. History of Nigeria will not forget you, and the history of the world, the whole people who are witnessing today, this historic moment, they will never ever forget you. So you are the man with other young Hausa activists. You are doing a great job. So don't look for any other person. Don't be organize your people like you just said. Unite the Hausa people who are Muslims, unite them with the Christians, unite them with those that the Fulanis made you hate before Maguzawas. They are they are not your enemy. Unite, 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 unite. The Hausa people must unite. Once they unite, once they unite, all those mountains have no choice. They will bow. They will give way. Yeah, we lost him temporarily, but I'm going to expand on some of this. This guy is inspiring me like mad. Yes. Somebody asked this question. You asked my name. My name is Smart Mado Ajaja, if I'm the one you are asking. Our guest, his name is Habibu Yusuf Sodangi. So it depends on whose name you're asking for. Me, I'm Smart Mado Ajaja. I'm the CEO of ONN and the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite. All right. Any Bogo, you're asking a question. He said, is there a chance for Nigeria to fix herself? In other words, can we as Nigerians find a way to live together despite our diversity? Absolutely. Nigeria can fix its own problem. Nigerians can live regardless of how diverse the country is. You know, I'm speaking to you from here, the United States of America. The whole world is represented here. How many countries are in the world? I think about 196 countries in the world. We are here. And you know why we are here? There is justice here. If you commit crimes here, nobody will care about your color. Nobody will care about what you speak. What they look at is your crime and your criminality. They will deal decisively with it. And there is a system that does that. And so there is justice. The reason Nigeria is the way it is because the country is an unjust country. You know, this country is a very beautiful country. Some people don't want it to work. And those who don't want it to work are mainly the elites. And among the elites, the worst of them are the Fulani elites. They think they have this entitlement mentality. They have this wrong and obnoxious feeling that they own Nigeria, and which is actually untrue. These people, their population in Nigeria, the entire Fulani population in Nigeria, is less than 10 million people. But what's the population of the country, Nigeria? Nigeria is over about 250 million people. Now, the question we should be asking ourselves is how come some idiots from less than 1 million, 10 million people are the ones that seized our country and then turned us about and around like fried plantains. This is the question we should be asking ourselves. And this is a moment for us to be ashamed of ourselves that we allowed a ragtag, yeah, for real, among an ethnic minority to hold us hostage on gunpoint, and we cannot fight back. And that we are now having to wait for Donald Trump and America to come to our aid. 250 million people versus 1 million people out of less than 10 million people. I am ashamed, and this is why I'm at the forefront of doing what I do. I am broke. Really, I spend all my earnings, trying to bring light to the minds of the people. Yes, sometimes I'm broke, really totally broke. Yes, trying to do this. How did that become? I spend a lot of time talking about Nigeria. I spend a lot of time connecting, building network for Nigeria. I spend a lot of time reaching out to people of Nigeria at the expense of me doing work and making a lot of money like Dangote and the rest of them are making. Yes, I have taken this as my own sacrifice to inspiring people to build our country. And this is exactly. Now you watching me who is a Nigerian, what are you doing? This is the question. Habibu has taken a decision to work for the liberation of Nigeria. And he's starting from his own town. They wiped out nearly every member of his family. But that did not stop him. He's still standing. He's still advocating. I'm sure you heard from a young Hausa man what you have never ever heard from a Dangote outside his money, 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 and using his truck to destroy our roads. Dangote will never open his mouth to say anything because he's defending his interest. He's defending his money. He's defending his wealth. That is all that he's interested in. He doesn't care about Nigeria. He doesn't even care about his Hausa people. So I am so proud of my brother, my younger brother.
Sir,
Yes,
I am back.
my very young brother, for what he is doing for the
I am.
Hausa people and by extension, the people of Nigeria. Now, the people of Nigeria, I warn you, like I've been telling you, if you like, you can go to sleep all you want. Maybe until the day that they will come for you. Did we ever think that this whole madness will go to Plateau? They want Plateau, they want Benue, they want Kogi, they want Kwara, they want everywhere. Even in my hometown, in the Niger Delta, far away from the north, they have kidnapped over 100 people in my hometown. 100. And they are the same people doing it. Out of the 100 that they kidnapped, they killed 10. And you want me to blow your mind? One most painful one of it. Most painful one of it. A woman and her husband were kidnapped. In my hometown, they were going to their farm. They kidnapped them. Fulanis, they kidnapped them. While they were in captivity, the woman fell into labor. She was pregnant. She had the baby in captivity. You know what they did to her baby? They took her baby and gave it to their dogs. Their dogs mauled the baby. Yes, their dogs ate a baby, day-old baby. And the woman looked at her baby. The woman looked at her baby. She died too. Who will take that? You are a Nigerian. You say it will not. Oh, it's not my business today. They will come, and they are coming.
Absolutely. They
They
will
will
definitely
come.
come.
So if you're a
They have an
Nigerian
agenda now.
who is thinking that, oh, it's not going to reach our place, I will tell you
They
it's
have an
coming.
agenda.
Now, let me tell you something. Let me blow your mind one more time. In 1991, I was in Kano. I was a nurse, senior nursing officer at the National Orthopedic Hospital, Dala, Kano. And then Reinhard Bonke, a German preacher, came to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ in Sabongeri, Kano. Yes. And then some people did not want that to happen. They set the tops ablaze. And then they went and started destroying. They killed over 5,000 people within a space of 3 days. I was one of the victims. You see my forearm right here? You see the black spot? That was me. I was stabbed. Yes. I was with a friend. They killed my friend in my front, I saw it Kano. In Kano, 1991. This is a lifetime scar. It will never go away until yes, it's in my mind. Mental scar. But I told Nigeria I was going to come back. I didn't know. So I left Kano in 1992 after that. So just to tell you how this evil has been growing for a very long time in Nigeria. Yes. So don't assume that it will not get to you. It's coming. Unless we all stand up, unite, and stop it before it gets to any one of us. So yes, we can unite Nigeria. Yes, Nigerians can live in peace. Yes, regardless of our diversity. What we need in Nigeria is understanding. What we need in Nigeria
Yes.
is justice. The reason Nigeria is the way it is, people are not punished for their crimes. The reason allow the Fulanis to assume control of our country. How can a minority hold the destiny of 250 million people? And then we are, time there is an election, we vote for them. Who are they? It's not that they run the country down. Every Fulani that is president destroy the country. So now it's time for the people of Nigeria to wake up. Yes, wake up. That's what I'm saying, Nigeria. Yes. Thank you. Tokumbo, thank you very much. We appreciate you. So let's go back to our brother, my younger brother, a Petro, diehard
What is
Nigerian.
that?
Very conscious. Very conscious. Very conscious. Very conscious. Most Nigerians, even Wale Soyinka, is not as conscious. Dangote is not near any conscious to him. It's about money. That's what I'm. Some other Bola Ahmed Tinubu is just, they put him there. And these are the people who brought him to power. Look at what they turned our country into. Our country has become a hub of terrorism. If not Donald Trump, only one thing Donald Trump said. That is why everybody is now sitting up. But we want more than that.
Yes.
We want the one that we Nigerian people can do together. Come on, let's stop these people. They are not
so
more than us.
that
They can't shoot better than us. They cannot do. They can't.
absolutely,
Madness will be cured. Thank you. Thank you.
absolutely.
Yes.
All right, sir.
One more question. Now, what is your
Okay.
relationship with other Hausa activists? Are you guys working together?
We are all working together hand in hand because it is a teamwork that can make dream work. It is every Hausa activist, we are together.
Good.
We are all together. And the awareness, as I told you earlier, is reaching every angle in Hausa land.
Very good.
Home and diaspora. Home and diaspora. The information is even the Hausa people that are residing in Niger, Cameroon, Ghana, Lagos, Port Harcourt, absolutely.
All right. I want to ask you. I don't know about the last election that they had in Cameroon, because I was expressing my anger that Cameroonians allowed a 94-year-old man to still win an election in their country. The young man
Yes.
called me. He said, I say, he challenged me. He said, "Are you serious?" He said, "You are." He said, "You are reacting on ignorance." But I know that I did not. I was not reacting on ignorance. I was reacting on reality, thinking that
Yes.
Paul Biya was too old to continue to be president of Cameroon at 94. He doesn't even know where he is anymore. But the thing, the guy, when he challenged me, I asked him a question. I said, "Why are you challenging me?" He said, "The reason I'm challenging you is because we don't want Cameroon to become like Nigeria." I said, "Why are you saying that?" He told me the other presidential candidate was Fulani. Their mission is to take over Africa. So that is why,
Yes.
if he said,
Yes.
if Paul Biya, like, let him die there, we'll keep him there.
Yes. Even me, I supported this.
Are you aware of that? I was so sad when I heard that.
Yes, even me, I supported Paul Biya. I supported Paul
Oh,
Biya because I know what the Hausa people are facing. In their own ancestral homeland, they are more than a slave. A Hausa man is more than a slave. Yes, a Fulani man, an idiot Fulani man who didn't go to school is controlling your territory. You are Ungwa is answerable to him. You can't do anything anymore. So I support the death of Paul Biya than any Fulani man to be a president in Cameroon
wow.
because I don't want Cameroon to turn like Nigeria or like Hausa land. Now, look at it, sir. As I said earlier, Gumi is a Muslim. He's claiming that he's a Muslim, but he's backing terrorism while the Islam kick against terrorism. And that is why I'm always telling you, I don't know which religious Fulani belongs to because Islam kicks strongly against terrorism and they are backing it. So who are perpetrating the terrorism? Because when Trump talk, now the Tinubu is strategizing in government, in his government. There is a changes in Tinubu government currently, which even the people of Zamfara, Katsina, Sokoto are begin to see the good of it. Why? Because Trump talk. He's just talk. He didn't act it. He just talk. But see how the things are going. So now, this Professor Usman Yusuf, I can't call him professor. It's a processor
Hmm.
because how can a good professor will be backing terrorism and come out strongly and backing terrorism, not mind displace the people that was their places that was turned village their village is now empty. All their relatives are in IDP camp. Nobody is staying there in that village. You would never talk about them. That is the origin. The people who are having the land. You are displacing them. You are sending them away from their villages, from their town, and useless professor is backing them. He's not talking about the people, the victims of the Fulani terrorism. He's backing the terrorism and the terrorists. So who is that? That man is a processor of terrorism.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay, I have one. What about this man they call Ezazaki? What
He's part of them.
is part of
Yes,
them?
he's part of them. The Shiite Azazaki is from Malawa family.
Yes.
Malawa, the Fulani people that caught the Muhammad Makau, the king of Zazzau, and sent him as an immigrant to Sileja, Abuja. Azazaki was from that family, which many Hausa people that are following him don't know. They don't know. The only thing, sir, as I tell you earlier, the information is reaching every angle across Hausa land is that now Azazaki have one video. He was thinking that the Hausa people are still in their slumber. He said Hausa is not a blood. Hausa is not a tribe. It was Ampodio that named the Hausa territory as Hausa land. Hausa, it is not the descendant of so person and so person. Why? Because it was originated by Lampodio. Who did able the born and the date of Lampodio? It is not up to 300 years or up to today. It is not up to 300, but you are telling the world that the Hausa land belongs to Fulani and other tribe like Nupawa, like Kanuri and the rest. But there is nothing like Hausa tribe. From there, I was so surprised. I was amazed. I was happy because the Azazaki followers begin to fall apart. Okay, this man is part of Bella Turji. This man is Tirjim Burni now. If a Hausa man is telling you Tirjim Burni, that means they are the city Fulani bandit,
Yeah.
the backbone of the Fulani terrorists in the bush.
Yes.
People, Hausa people start to wise up and started leaving him. Okay, this man brought us. It is not for religious purpose. So, sir, actually, the Hausa eyes is begin to open because what bring Bola Tinubu into power, it was Hausa people. Look at the demographic of how the voting go or casting vote go on. Uh, Let me just give you an example with this minister Mutawalli, state minister of defense Mutawalli. Minister Mutawalli was a governor and an APC aspirant in Kwara State.
Mm.
They both Bola Ahmed Tinubu massively reject Atiku. Why? Because Atiku is a Fulani by tribe. Even me, why I rejected Atiku because he's a Fulani. I voted Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I delegate people to vote for him because it was the only ticket that did not carry Fulani man in. Because Peter Obi was go along with Dirty Baba Ahmed, which is a pure Fulani by tribe. That is why
Yeah.
I reject Peter
Okay, that's why I
Obi.
did not vote for Peter Obi.
Yes,
Yes.
that's
Very
the
good.
only reason. Why
Yes.
will he carry a Fulani as a running mate? And why me, I'm crying Fulani dismantle my village, and you carry Fulani as a running mate? That will come, maybe will kill you and took over the seat. I'll never
All right.
vote for you.
Hold on, Yusuf. I have something to say. Hold
Okay,
on.
okay.
Now, this is not the first time I'm hearing this from an Hausa person. This
Yes.
is not the first time I'm hearing this from a Hausa person. Well, I am not a candidate. I am not a fan of 2027. I don't want 2027. I want a revolution in Nigeria. But for Peter Obi and those who support him, I hear you. You heard an Hausa man speak right now because I've heard it from so many Hausa people in the past. He's now saying that the reason the Hausa people did not vote for Peter Obi was because he had a Fulani vice presidential candidate. And it looks like the Hausa people have drawn a battle line with the Fulanis. If the candidate was very, very articulate Hausa Fulani man. Again, I question Baba Ahmed because there was a statement he said he made sometime 3 weeks ago, about a month, when he described the terrorist in the initiative. That sent a code over me. So if you are a follower of Peter Obi, if you're a fellow of Peter Obi, this message. The Hausa people did not vote for him because he had a Fulani presidential candidate. And it's sad that Nigeria is the way it is right now. So next time, if there's going to be another time for him, he needs to be wise in making his choices. Because the
Yes.
Hausa people appear ready not to have to want to do anything with the Fulanis.
Mm.
Taking cognizance of 221 years of abuse. Adamu Kiyawa online. No, you heard him. It's not me who said it.
Eh, I, I,
Uh,
I, I read it now.
don't worry. I'm going
But it
to
has
address it.
nothing to do with
Maybe,
Fulani.
yeah. I want to tell you now. I am not an Hausa man, but I am Hausa now. All right. The Hausa people know.
Thank you, sir.
The Hausa people
Thank
know
you
what
very
I
well, sir.
represent for them. I'm waking them up, and I'm happy that they are responding. They are now beginning to ask themselves questions about how they were trapped in the past. So I am what I'm saying. I'm relating to you what many Hausa people have told me behind the scene in the past.
Eh,
I am making public for the very first time. I did not ask Habibu the question. He was the one who volunteered it. You heard him say why he did not vote for Peter Obi because he has a Fulani ingredient in his ticket. So that is the reason. Now, the next thing that I'm going to say, let me thank some people here. Tokumbo Richard,
mm,
he said thanks for your clarity in explaining everything. Thank you. That's what I was on. That is what I was created to do. My thing is I'm an analyst. I break things down in a manner that a baby will, who can listen very well, will be able to understand it. And I'm happy that you did understand. And Kosu, hello, how are you? And David Arisa, how are you doing? Thank you very much for joining us. And Kosu, you said you are doing well. Keep it up. God bless you. God bless you too. And I've addressed the issue of Baba, with that. But Abibu, if you want to say something to Adamu, you can say something about the question he raised about
Oh,
Baba.
okay. So I just want to give him an example with Baba Ahmed brother, senior brother. That is Hakim Baba Ahmed. That was currently resigned from his appointment by Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Do you know why Hakim Baba Ahmed resigned from his appointment? It's because to join the Fulanis and bring Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime. They want still go back to power. He joined them just to make sure they will try as much as they can do to make sure another Fulani man come to power again. That was the reason behind the resignation of Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, the senior brother to this Peter Obi running mate. I don't want to even call his name because me, I doesn't like him because we know they have an agenda actually. That's what many people fail to understand. But many people are now going back to their normal senses. Actually, Baba Ahmed, Peter Obironi met is a pure Fulani by tribe. That is just the truth. Because his senior brother, Hakim Baba Ahmed, was among the elders of Arewa Consultative Forum. Me, I call it Fulani Consultative Forum, actually. That's the name I give to Arewa Consultative Forum.
You
Yes.
brought a question that I was going to. I always say it, but today I nearly escaped it. Thank you very much for reminding me. Now, there's one thing that I've seen over the course of so many years. For a very long time, I thought it was real until recently I started looking analytically at it. They will talk about northern leaders, Arewa
Yes.
leaders, northern youth.
Yes.
But every time I look at the composition, all I see is Fulani. Do you agree with
All
this
of
whole
them.
northern thing?
Mm,
Yes. Do you agree with them?
mm. No, I doesn't agree with them. All the other leaders are Fulani. Because sometimes they used to do one thing. They will carry from the North Central, like Tiwa Danjuma and the other. Why Tiwa Danjuma is part of the Arewa Consultative Forum is because he has money. He used to contribute a lot to them, not knowing their agenda. You don't know their agenda. I'm always challenging them. They should tell me any Hausa man in that group, pure Hausa man in that area consultative forum. That is why I refer that group to a Fulani consultative forum. Whether other indigenous tribes are among, but all I'm purely Hausa. I'm representing Hausa. I'm a victim of Fulani atrocity. There is no any recognized Hausa in that area consultative forum. They are all Fulanis.
Okay, thank you. Politically, I see all the state governors from, especially 10 states in the north. I don't believe in north. I don't believe in south. I believe in unity. Because I know that
In Nigeria,
north
actually.
and south is something that they put together to keep our people divided. So how come is it
Yes.
with the population of the Hausa people? Why is it that it's only Fulanis that are governors in every state? We come back to address that question. He's making all efforts to come back. It's been such.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Can you hear me, sir?
yes, I can hear you now. Go ahead, answer that question.
Many Hausa people were asking this question. Why? It was all Fulani are in the are on power. Why it was only Fulani? And I have a very beautiful answer to this question. Why they are even a religious, the religious of Islam that we are practicing, among the whole Islam, they will never allow you to climb up as a Hausa man. They will never give you a chance to climb up. You will just stay as you are. They will never offer you a chance to be at the top. They decide that in that religion because they have an agenda. I can give example to so many pure Hausa people. Alan Jafar Mahmoud Adam from Kano, who was killed in Kano, he's a purely Hausa, but he was sacked from Tariqa because he is more superior in everything, educationally, everything. He's more superior than any Fulani. So they never offer him a chance to climb or to be the leader because he will never abide by their agenda. So how come people that will never allow you to be a leader in religion and allow you to lead while they have an agenda toward Nigeria? They will never offer you a chance as a Hausa man. The only chance that the Hausa people used to have in the Hausa territory is Meungwa, that is village
Mengwa.
head. Yes, that will be passing information to them. But all the meeting, you will never be part of it. They can only send you a message to
Hmm.
abide by it as a Hausa man.
So
So in
which means the
in
population, the majority of the Hausa in the north has been useless.
they are useless. I can tell you before, including me, we are useless because I voted Buhari ignorantly.
That's okay.
But
You know, I
yes,
supported Buhari the first time when I did not
yes,
know enough about
ignorantly,
him.
I voted him.
Yes.
Now, as a Hausa man now, I rejected Atiku and vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu because I have already find out Atiku is a Mieti Allah financial. So to me, that Mieti Allah is the origin of terrorism, not only in Hausa land or Hausa territory, in Nigeria as a whole. Mieti Allah
Hmm.
is the most suspicious union in Nigeria. So actually, this is the time that the whole Hausa should, as the awareness is still going on, they should unite and select for a and put hand together with other indigenous tribes from the south or from everywhere and be fully in politics. If not so, the Fulani has a plan to wipe Hausa people out. Why I say so is that why the educated Fulani are supporting the bad evil of the.
Wow. Wow. Now, okay, we lost him. Hey, Habibu, are you still there? Yes, the network. He's making every effort.
It's a network issue. Sir,
Yes.
my question is that if Fulani doesn't have an agenda, why a professor, a religious leader, is backing terrorism? And he doesn't say anything about the victim of Fulani terrorists. Why? Actually, people should know, Nigerian people should know Fulani are having an agenda, not only toward Hausa people, because to Fulani, they have succeeded in Hausa land 100%, in fact 1000%, because the governor, the senator, the house of rep, the traditional ruler, the religious leaders, all are Fulanis. So they have already done with the Hausa land. Now they are extending to North Central. So we have to be very, very vigilant. And I will use this platform and call the other indigenous people to support the Hausa people, because if not so, they will use that opportunity they are holding in the name of Hausa people to do all they can do. Because as I told you earlier, I read Mustapha Gembu is a doctor, a Fulani doctor, is saying that there's nothing you can do to Fulani people. You were even calling Fulani are not Nigerians. Let me tell you, that's what he wrote in his Facebook handle, that Fulani own Nigeria from Sokoto to Atlantic Ocean. Those are the Fulani literate one. So how do you think the uneducated one will behave? How?
Wow.
So they have an agenda. Actually, I'm using this platform to call the other indigenous to support the Hausa people. If it is not late, Hausa people should come and party and just contest in their relevant places to chase these people away. Because as I've told you earlier, the Hausa people doesn't have people to support them, because most of the Hausa elite were married by Fulani daughter. So they remain silent. They are answerable to them. All the Fulani that are on power, as a Hausa man, you are having business, they have supported you. Now you must keep your mouth shut for your business to grow faster and faster. But if your people will go, let them go. The Fulani people give you their daughter and they supported you fully in your business. Now those are the people that are calling themselves Hausa Fulani now. If not so, your people have been killed, raped, displaced, and you are still insisting that you are Hausa Fulani. This is foolishness. Many Hausa people don't know themselves. They don't even know their root. It was now, as the awareness is reaching every angle, the Hausa people are coming back to their normal senses. If not so, they have been overwhelmed by the plan.
Very good. Now, we talk about something. There is
Hey,
this divide between North and South.
hey,
But I am from Delta State. When I was
okay.
growing up, or when I was born, my father never told me that I was a Southerner. My mom never told me like I was a Southerner.
How?
And I grew up to know that there is nothing like South, because there is no unity. There's no people coming together to say we are Southerners. So they impose
Yes,
it like just for the benefit of a few criminals. It doesn't exist.
yes,
But there is the one they have an evil spirit of the North, with which the North has been held in captivity for a very long time, since independence through Madu Bello to recently. But I'm happy that the North is
yes,
falling apart now. And perhaps we are on
yes,
our way to building a real Nigeria, where all of us will be proud to
yes,
say we are Nigerians. Before now, what did they tell
yes.
you about people from the South? Because I know that they tell you people something, not to not to
Eh,
come together with us.
this is a very beautiful question, sir. That need a very good answer. What they are saying, if even they discover the Southerner are commenting on your Facebook timeline, say Hausa are awakening, they will be telling you that now you are on contract from Jerusalem. It is a contract from, because they are calling the Fulani are calling the people of Jerusalem Yehudawa, that is Jews.
Yes.
It is a contract from the abroad to divide the Hausa and Fulani, not knowing that they are the ones that form Allah Union without a single Hausa man. Whether you are rich like Dangote, you can never You don't have the capacity to be a member in that Met Allah Union. They do have forgotten that one. That now the Hausa are in contract with other Southerner and abroad to divide Hausa, to divide to separate themselves from the Fulani. So now who are the real Hausa? Your father married to Fulani daughter. This that. That was they are saying. So now, as person like me, they are calling me a contractor because it is a contract that I have collected from the abroad, not knowing that my a Fulani man make my mother was running. She don't know where she's going. My father went west. My mother this. My father is in the south. My mother is in the north. So now a person like me, Fulani pursue my mother, they run. Pursue my father, they run. Now you are telling me I should wait for person to give me money before I started exposing the evil agenda of Fulani. And so far that level, my brother Jamilu is being killed. My brother Tanimu is being killed. My junior sister Karima was killed in cold blood. They were even using their tongue for her blood now. As they kill her now, the blood is going, the blood, and they are drinking the blood. And you are telling me I should wait for somebody to support me before I expose the evil agenda of Fulani. I'm an absolute fool with that. So actually, all the Hausa activists to Fulani, they are contractors because the Fulani know they sign and they are already in contract now, employed by their notorious bandit. Fulani are the descendant of notorious bandit Ampodio. The best bandit we witness in Hausa land is Ampodio. Because if you are a Muslim, why will you attack the Muslims while the Eid prayer is taking place and force them to migrate from their ancestral homeland? This is a very big question for everybody to answer. If Lampodio is a Muslim, why will he raise an attack to the people during their Eid prayer, celebration and prayer? Why will you attack them just because they are Muslim and you are a Muslim? You are, even if you are a Muslim, you are a radical Muslim. Because sir, there is something that I want to even talk. When Trump say he is coming for Nigeria, he's coming for radical Muslim. And me and no say there is a radical Muslim. These people like Bello Turji, people like this Sheikh from Meduguri, they are the radical Muslim that Trump is coming for. And inside mosques, Fulani share paper that they should go and address on congregational prayer that Trump is coming to fight Nigeria. They misinterpret what Trump said because many of our people are not on social media. They should use their pulpit and brainwash them again.
Wow. Wow.
What they used to do, they are using religious to match the Hausa people, to sit down on top of them. And a Hausa man is addicted to his religion. Now, why even me, I'm capable of challenging everybody in my Facebook handle because I read Islamic studies as a course. There's nothing you can tell me I don't even know. I went to Arabic school from my primary school, junior school, up to senior school. It was later Goodluck Jonathan give that school a body as MBIS, National Board for Arabic and Islamic Studies. So I attended that school. What will you tell me about Islam? That I
Very
don't
good.
know.
Very good. There's somebody who sent a question, and I want you to
Okay.
answer as much as you know, as honestly as you know. But I'm going to weigh in on that question. And the
Okay.
question is, if you did not vote Peter Obi because of a Fulani Yusuf Baba Ahmed, but you voted Tinubu, who has a Fulani Shetima, what exactly are you saying?
No, actually, Shatima was not a Fulani. Shatima is a Kanuri by tribe because the Kanuri people know themselves as you can never govern Meduguri state if you are not a Kanuri by tribe. That is the naked truth. So actually, Shatima is a Kanuri by tribe. He should go and find out.
Very good. Now,
Mm.
I bring you back to the issue of Bello Metawale.
Eh,
Metawale Bello was governor of Zamfara State for 8 years. During
Yes.
those 8 years,
4 years.
he destroyed. And then,
Yes.
strangely, they appointed him. He was buying vehicles and built a house for bandits in the state house. And everybody
Yes.
knows this. They made him defense minister. Do you think it was a wise decision to make a criminal, a terrorist, a bandit, minister of defense in Nigeria? That is.
This is another beautiful question, sir. Actually, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu make a greatest mistake there by appointing a criminal as a minister of defense. Not even that man supposed to be in prison, but he was appointed as a minister. Very, very unfortunate. But let me make this thing clear to all. That time, the Hausa people of Zamfara state, if you look at it, the politician used to reward who served them, right? Mutawale, he know his problem. He know that he's having issue, so he has no any option. Then he has to sit down, look and observe who will be the next president, and let me support him to back up my issue that me I know I'm having, so that if I supported this man, he won't fight me, he won't do anything for me. That is why Mutawale sit down. To my own observation,
Yeah, network is going to come back to conclude. Yes.
are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. So you did not
So
finish
Bola
the
Ahmed,
answer.
he just discover he's all right. Who will be the next president? Just my evil, right? So by then, when Tinubu was successfully became a Nigerian president, so Mutawale was part of the first people, sorry, was part of the first people that declared their interest for Tinubu to become Nigerian president. He was among the first people. So Tinubu, in Nigeria, mostly in politics, if you serve me, you support me, I will reward you. So Tinubu reward him with that seat. But actually, the Hausa people man has their own problem. Why I say so is that time Tinubu doesn't know anybody in Zamfara state who supported him wholeheartedly like Motawalli. So he just rode him with minister. Along the way, he doesn't know anybody that supported him wholeheartedly like Motawalli. That's so actually the Hausa people has to wake up and rise up to do the needful, because when you hide yourself, what I will just say, you are not there, right? You have to show yourself as like in Benue State, as Hausa man. It will never be allowed by three people to allow anybody as a Hausa man to come to Benue and become a governor. They will never allow you to be. So the Hausa people has to act like this, because a person that know your problem, they want to treat you. But a person with the agenda has to go pursuing his agenda. So if Hausa people, I'm using this platform to Hausa people, they should wake up from their slumber. This their position, Fulani can never offer it to them. They have to propose for it. They have the number. Fulani, all this shouting Fulani are doing across Nigeria, they are just 6.7%. 6.7%. The Hausa people cover 33.7%. 37 point 30 33 33.7%. But they allow the minority, open minority, to rule them. This is very unfortunate.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we are it's a lot of questions. Let me see what somebody said. And uh, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. All right. Somebody else said this. Let me read it. I wonder why should the Hausa majority allow minority Fulani to be having their way all this while? Well, I think Habibu has addressed this question
I have
before.
answered this question, sir.
Yeah,
It happens through
you have already
brainwash.
answered it. But if you like, if you want to answer,
Uh,
you can say something just briefly so that the person will
yes,
understand. Maybe he
all
was
this
not here when the
while
person answered it. Yes.
it happens through brainwash and divided through that Islamic sect. They just divide the Hausa and dividing themselves in religion, where the Fulani were in the corridor of power. That's what happens to Hausa people. Brainwashed and divided religiously.
Very good. Very good. All right. Somebody said, Friedmont, please go ahead and ask your question. Uh, yeah, go ahead and ask your question. Osita Dima Igbo. Before in Nigeria, the best friend to the Igbo man. It's when they started Hausa Fulani that the problem started getting worse. Do you agree with that?
I agree with this statement 100%. I can even add more to it. Why I
Go
say
ahead
so
and
is
if you
that
want to add.
okay, sir. The thing is that the Fulani are having an agenda. So actually, what they deserve to do is to divide the Hausas, create problems between Hausa and other indigenous tribes, so that they will continue misruling them. That what was happens. That what happens to Hausa people, and it was created by Sardauna of Sokoto. That and I want shed more light about this. If you
Go
look
ahead.
at it now, look at it was a well-known Hausa city, but
Yes.
now the governor of Kano State is a Fulani by tribe. The deputy governor is a Fulani by tribe. The speaker to Kano State government is a Fulani by tribe.
The emir of
The
Kano.
chief of staff was a Fulani. The two emirs that are still
Two
not known
emirs.
are
They have
Fulani
two
by tribe.
emirs now. So
So
now,
look at it.
very good, very good. Let me ask you a question. Two emirs in
Okay.
Kano. I think that is an interesting thing. Two emirs in Kano, and
Eh,
the two contenders are Fulanis. What are the Hausa?
oh,
What are they doing? So why can't they trace
it
the children of the last king of Kano, to ask them
no
to come
that
and join
what
the race and take over their throne?
this is very good. This is very good. This is very good question, sir, and I appreciate it. Why it this battling that Sanusi and Aminu are doing in Kano, it was even support like the Hausas to even know themselves more, because it was the first time the last family of Muhammadu Al-Wali that was killed by Ampodio show themselves before they even hide themselves. Now they have showed themselves, and even some of the religious so them of Kano State, because they have already have their Hausa king right before Nampodo, and that their Hausa king of that the one that is said in Kano was killed by Nampodo. So they should bring the family and continue from where that king stopped,
I
since
think
they
that's the
can't
best thing
stop
to
the
do.
fighting.
Yeah.
Yes, they should bring him back. And actually, now the family of Muhammadu Al Wali, the last Hausa king killed by Dampodio, they have shown themselves now. Actually, they are even in my timeline. I'm even chatting with some of them. Yes, they have shown themselves now.
Are they not? Why are they not going to? Why are they not going to court to join themselves in the case that is in
We are
court?
encouraging them. We are encouraging them to do so. But actually, that's why I tell you, sir. Most of our people are fearful. They are fearful. They can't come out and talk the truth. You that were standing by the truth and exposing the devilish act of Fulani, they will be telling you, be careful. Even among the Yoruba Fulani from Kwara that are threatening me now. Yoruba Fulani as they did to Hausa people.
Mm.
Because even Kwarama was head, Ilori was pulled by Fulani. The Saraki family, all they are from Mali now.
Yes.
But they are the one that are leading the Kwara state, and many of the Yoruba were silent about it, which is very unfortunate.
Wow. Wow. What a day. What a day. This is one of the best interviews I've had with a young Nigerian, so bright, so enlightened, so conscious, and so forward looking. I can tell you, Habibu, the Almighty God is with you, and we are with
Thank you.
you are not alone, because your
Thank you.
success is our success. The liberation of
Thank
the
you.
Hausa people will be the liberation of Nigeria. Nigeria
By
is
God
suffering
grace.
right now because the Hausa people are not liberated. So I can
Yes.
tell you that you are not alone. We're going to mobilize
Eh.
forces and everything to join you and add more traction to this struggle. Now you know, going forward, you are the Martin Luther King of the Hausa people. You are the Nelson
Thank you
Mandela of
very
the
much.
Hausa people. You are
Thank
the,
you very much. Thank
you
you.
are the Marcus Garvey of the Hausa people. And,
Thank you. Thank you.
and I love what you're doing. I've suffered because of Nigeria. Really seriously.
Absolutely.
I've suffered so much because of Nigeria. I left Nigeria because not because I wanted to leave. I left Nigeria because maybe God brought me here for this purpose. Nigeria in a lot of with a lot of pains. And since I came back into the mainstream of Nigeria, I've been looking for people, young people, who can wake up and think about the country first before anything else. It has been
Yes.
a long journey, really personal long journey. I met a lot of young Nigerians. Majority of them that I met are just people who wanted to make money. They thought I'm a politician who had money to come and give to them to do anything. I've not seen many of them. I've seen a few, but not many of them passion and understanding of what is taking place in Nigeria and the zeal to fight themselves away from the chains of Nigeria. Nigeria can work.
Yes.
You know, in 2020, you remember NSAS protest, right?
He said,
You remember 2020 and NSAS
ah, I
protest.
remember. I remember. I
Very
remember.
good. That was where I started getting more worried about Nigeria. The protest was going very well in other parts of the country, but the north, but in the north, like you said, because of the brainwash, they told they
It was
told they told
brainwash.
the young people in the north not to join the protest because it was against their northern interest. Well, it was
Yes.
against, in the recent, it was against Fulani elite's interest, not
Yes.
in the
Let
north.
me add. Let me add more to this.
Go ahead.
You know what they used to say when that NSAS protest arose? Then
Yes.
what they have been telling the House people is that uh, if you did not abide by your leader and you try to do something that was not abide or permitted by your leader, you are an infidel, meaning you are not a Muslim.
Yeah.
So, if to for you to challenge your leader is a kufur, is a way of becoming an infidel. So you don't need to protest when things are not going well. That's what the Fulani elite tell the imams to address it inside the mosque. So that's how they take brainwash the houses. That is the easiest way to brainwash the houses is through that congregational prayer or during Jumu'ah prayer. They
Mm,
will use that gathering and be telling people lie. Many people don't know. They don't know there is an criminal imam among the Fulanis. So if a criminal we got a criminal among the Fulani. So how do you think if you get a bloody liar among the Fulani cleric? That one is very simple things now. That's what many of our people fail to understand. And a full imam is supporting terrorism. So if he lied to you, that one is legit now. So that what many of our people that what what our people fail to understand.
Wow, 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 wow.
That is it.
Hey, Habibu, can't thank you enough for this. I can't thank you enough for this. I can't just thank you enough for this. This is one of
So
the best days here, and I'm happy it's happening at this very strategic time in our country's history. Now, before I move forward, I'm going to have about 3 or 4 more questions to ask you. I know you have spent a lot of time here, but this is a very, very interesting
okay.
that we must do for our country so that the history and the next generation will judge us fairly. Now,
Yes.
uh, what is the relationship between Hausa Muslims and Hausa Christians and other people who are not Muslims among the Hausa people?
Absolutely before it's very, very, very bad. Very bad. Before before this enlightenment started. Why I say so is that they will be telling you it's better for you to vote for a, a Muslim man that can even kill you than to vote a Christian person that can develop your life. That's what they are telling our people. So we are all what actually to my Muslim brother, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say that, but I must say it because that's just the truth and nothing but the truth. What many Fulani use their pulpit, use their Islamic school. You know, to build school is not easy, right?
Yeah.
So they have built so many schools, empower the school, and most of the teachers there are Fulanis. Says they will be telling you what they taught us in our Islamic school mostly are extremism. I'm sorry to say that, but that's just the reality. They'll be telling you that Christian are your enemy, right? That what they are telling us. I have evidences, proof about this. The Christian are your greatest enemy. If the Plateau State people are your greatest enemy, the Southern Kaduna people are your greatest enemy, and we abide by it because the misinterpretation of the Quran and prophetic traditional, we don't know it before then. Right? You were young, you will be telling you this. You will be hating Christian for no reason. Now, I challenge them. They should mention any village across Hausa land that was dislodged by the Christian people.
Hmm.
Nobody mentioned it in my timeline, Facebook timeline. Nobody mentioned it. But I know so many villages, including my village, was dislodged by the Fulani. And you are telling me, say, these are your real relative because you are worshiping the same God. You are in the same faith. That what they are telling us. Actually, they brainwash us. They even, it's like they have removed our brain and put sand inside. That is just the reality.
That's sad.
That's just the reality.
That is sad.
They misinterpret the Quran, the true teaching of Islam. They are not teaching us the true teaching of Islam. Actually, to my Muslim brothers, they should not look at this as an insult, but they should rethink what their Islamic teachers taught them when they were young. They'll remember what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's just the reality.
Every human being is either a victim or a beneficiary of what he was taught.
Actually.
Yes. And I must say, coming from the other part of Nigeria where we had um, Christian missionaries, there were some
Eh,
misconceptions that we bought that I believe was not true. And as a child, I have been very, very rebellious, and I've always asked so many questions about what a white man came to teach me about who I am. and that I did not agree
Yes.
with. There were certain things as a Christian that I refused to practice that I think are wrong. But the good thing about Christianity, it did not put any, they did not lock the people down from exploring knowledge. They did not lock you
Mm.
up from reading. And I know about Islam very well. You know, when I was in Kano, I had some Muslims who are friends. I went to the mosque with them.
Yes.
Why? I wanted to learn. I know a lot. I know how to do all the prayers. In fact, I used to do it, even though I was not a Muslim. Yes, I know about Masalashi Mutala. If you know Kano, Masalashi,
Okay.
yeah, Masalashi Mutala was very close to me. That's where I used to go whenever
Okay.
I would go there, not too far from my place where I live. So I know.
Okay.
Yes. So and we don't no, Christianity did not teach you to hate Muslims, and if they are teaching it now, I think they are teaching it in reaction to what the other people are doing to them. But nobody,
I,
I've
I,
never had any,
I
no reverend father has told
sir,
me to hate anybody. No preacher or none of them that I've met. All they taught
sir,
us was love, love, love. And
sir,
then they taught us love to the point that we became stupid. That when people are killing us, we are still praying for them. And then thinking that
sir,
God is going to stop it. You know?
sir. Yeah, you mentioned something here
Yes.
that I want to add more to it, which is true.
Yes.
Actually, even the Islam, the true teacher, they are not telling us, Quran was revealed in Arabic language. To know the Quran very well, you have to read Arabic language, right?
Yes.
So many of the Hausas don't know Arabic language. All they know is Hausa language. As people, the Hausa people that are in America, they are still speaking Hausa to their. So Hausa people actually like their language, love their language too much. So many of us don't know Arabic language, and it was intentional. They deny us Arabic language intentional, because once you study Arabic, you know the reality. You know the real teaching of Islam. Because let me just bring an issue here. Then his companions sent to them. Let me clarify this. Our Prophet Muhammad sent his companions to Habasha.
Mhm.
Is it Habasha? Which country now?
I don't know.
Is it Ethiopia?
Ethiopia, yeah, Ethiopia is in Africa, yeah. Maybe that's where
It
he,
may likely send his companion there. Where he sent to them is to Christian palace. That man is a Christian. The Prophet
yeah,
Muhammad know he's a Christian.
emperor of Ethiopia at the time, yeah. Mhm.
Yes, the prophet say you should go there. There is a king that used to exercise justice between his people. You will be saved there, because here they will kill you. The people, the idol worshiper, will kill you here. But migrate to the people of the book. They have the book that is guiding them. While the idol worshiper doesn't have any recognized book. So please migrate to them. You will be protected there. And they went there, and well, they were fully welcome and accommodated in church. Actually. So where there is one time that the Jews, that Jew and
Yes,
S,
true. Yes.
yes, Jews, they came to prophet in Medina, and he welcomed them. They started discussing things. They say their time of worship has arrived. How are they going to do? And they are not at home. The prophet Muhammad directed his companion to open his mosque, the holy mosque in Medina, give it to the Jews, and observe their
Prayer.
worship there,
Yes.
prayer there. The prophet himself. And now, when idiot Fulani cleric is telling you a Christian are your enemy, where did he got this? And look at what our prophet is practicing. So now they are misinterpreting the Quranic verses and
They are putting
prophetic
politics.
tradition to
Yes.
their leaders because they doesn't know the exact meaning of it. Because for you to know it, you must read Arabic language. Then you are not sending the pure Hausas to go to Saudi Arabia and study Arabic. They are mostly sending the plan. So that's what happens to Hausa people.
Very good. Now let's come back to one of the final few things that we're going to talk about. Now we come back to
Okay.
politics and the use of Hausa people to win elections. And
Yes.
we have seen a lot of footages in the past where they give voters card to little children who are not of age to,
Yes.
for the benefit of the oppressors.
Yes.
How are they able to do this? What do they do to the people to make them fall so flat for all this?
To vote for registered people that they are not
Yeah, underage children, and then
underage
even
children.
yes, they bring voters. They bring voters from Chad, from Mali, from Niger into Nigerian election, and then they bring them when the Nigerian people are doing census. They recruit people there to come benefit from Nigeria, like something that is supposed to be for you. They now share it with you, and they enjoy the same benefit in Mali. They go to Cameroon, to Niger,
No,
all this.
I have got your question. I have got your question, sir.
Yes,
Actually, this thing used to happen because that is why they will never allow you as a Hausa man to be a governor because that land border,
yes.
that what the Fulani elite use to bring their people into Nigeria from Mali, Chad, and everywhere. Yes, it is true. Tell anybody it is true. They used to bring their people from to bring their people into Nigeria. Actually, it is true. Everybody know. Ask anybody from this border. Our Hausa people, their villages are around there. They will be seeing people passing. Unknown people, they will be passing, and you can't challenge them because they were directed by the government. The governor is Fulani, the deputy governor is Fulani, this is Fulani. So what will you say about it? He's aware of it, and there is nothing you can do about it. That is why I'm calling the Hausa people attention. They should involve fully, fully in politics, whether they like it or not. This is the only way. This is the only way for Hausa people to liberation. If not so, there is no any way.
Wow, thank you very much. We are about to conclude this. In a we're going to conclude. Let me quickly read something about what
Okay.
somebody just said. And he said that's the and 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 Sonus. I've said it again and again that Baba Ahmed Dati and his senior brother are involved in this problem one way or another. They are part of the problem. But Nigeria can't be fixed. Stop wasting your time. Let me tell you, Mr. Matt Ekosu, we are not wasting our time. Nigeria is going to
Yes,
be
we are not
fixed.
wasting our time actually.
Nigeria is going to be fixed because we are purpose driven, because we love the country, because we are not going to give up. But if you are giving up, I am calling you to have a rethink. Don't give up. Who are you going to give up
Yes.
Nigeria to? Who are you going to leave it to? Are you going to leave it to invaders to take and then
How?
turn you into
How?
slaves? Where are you right now? Are you hiding somewhere? No, this is not the time. We are more in number. We are the aborigines. We are the indigenous
Yes.
people of Nigeria. We are not going to allow people from outside Nigeria to from Nigeria. So if
It can
you are
never be.
thinking about giving up on Nigeria, my brother, please have a rethink. Don't give up. Let us come
Yes.
together and work together to take Nigeria from those who are seizing it. Nigeria is being
Actually,
held captive right now by kidnappers. We must
yes.
free that country from the kidnappers. But only me, you,
Yes.
all of us can make it happen. So don't back out.
Yes.
Don't back down. All right. Do you have something to say? If you want to add something to it, go ahead and add.
No, 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 no. I don't think there's anything else. All I can. What am I saying and repeating again is that the Hausa people should unite, irrespective of religion, and the other indigenous tribe should call Hausa people attention and unite generally to chase the invaders. Because me and you cannot do it, but when we team up together, it is very, very easy and simple to come through.
Thank you very much. All right, there's somebody who wants to connect with you on the social media, and he
Okay.
said something. His name is Dr. James OFIK Piku. He said, please, I would love to know the interviewed person better and probably follow him on social media to learn better about the reality in northern Nigeria. So, his name, okay, Habibu, answer him, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, pause. I'm using my Facebook handle is Habibu Yusuf Sodangi. Actually, when you search Habibu Yusuf Sodangi, if you saw me, it is my picture will show.
Good.
Mm.
He's on Facebook as Habibu Yusuf,
Yes.
and I'm gonna try and put it up here on in our response chat so that you can get it. I'm gonna write it. I'm gonna write it on the chat right now. Habibu,
Okay, sir.
Habibu, Habibu.
Yusuf Sodangi.
Yes.
Yes.
So then, yes, the Hausa man. Very, very limited, very, very conscious, very, very erudite Hausa man. He's the leader right now. One charging fought for the people of the Hausa people, and, and by extension Nigeria, because Nigeria is in chain because the Hausa people. The liberation of the Igbos and the Hausas is all Nigeria needs to be liberated
Yes.
completely.
Yes.
If these two groups are liberated and work together for the good of Nigeria, will be fine. It's just too fine,
Actually.
too
Mm.
beautiful, too beautiful. The whole of Nigeria is free, but these two people are not free. The liberation of the Igbos and the Hausas and the people of Niger Delta, where I come from, where the economy, what drives the economy of Nigeria is, but the people there do not benefit from what is produced in their place. These three groups, if they are not free, completely free, Nigeria will not be free. But most importantly, the Hausas and the Igbos are under assault by the Fulani elites. Yes, they want to keep them repressed so that Nigeria will not move forward. And we are tired of waiting. We're not going to wait anymore. We are taking our country. So if you are one sitting on the fence, it is in your best interest to come down from that fence and let us work together to seize Nigeria and take it back for the good of this and unborn generations of Nigerians. Yusuf, are you still there with me? Hello, Yusuf. Yeah, we lost him again. How can we follow you on social media? Because this information you are giving is super. Well, I just gave you Yusuf Shodangi's social media, but if you want mine, I can give it to you. You already follow me here. I hope I'm assuming that you already uh, subscribe to our channel. This is where you see me a lot of time. But on Facebook, I am on Facebook as Lion Mado Ajaja on Facebook, and our ideology page on Facebook is Open Nigeria. Open Nigeria. Open Nigeria. And Open Nigeria is a platform we created for the total emancipation of the Nigerian people. And because Nigeria needs justice, The country we have right now is a beautiful country in the hands of a very wicked rulers, very, very wicked set of people. And these rulers are dominated by corrupt and morally bankrupt Fulani elites, with those, the accomplices who have reduced themselves to second-class citizens of Nigeria that do not represent the interests of Nigeria and the Nigerian people. So we created the Open Nigeria ideology. It's a spiritual ideology that guarantees free, that would guarantee free, fair, equal, unlimited, and unconditional access to opportunity to all Nigerians to grow and develop and progress and prosper according to their abilities and levels of competency. Yes, in a non-threatening environment, in a manner that will make the country progress and prosper from generation to generation. How about that? You love that, right? That is what we represent. So if you follow us on Facebook, yes, if you follow us on Facebook, you will have a lot of benefit. Not just follow us, we want you to be part of the process because you are a Nigerian. It's free. It's open to every Nigerian. You can be whatever you want to be in open Nigeria, as long as you have something to give. We want young men and women, just like Yusuf, who has come out, regardless of the setback he suffered. Do you know what it takes for somebody whose entire family was nearly wiped out? He's still speaking instead of grieving. He's still inspiring us. You know, it's a huge inspiration to me and my work. Yes, sometimes I feel like down, like, flogging this dead horse called Nigeria. But here comes a young man, like with a gas of petroleum for me to continue to fire on. I love this guy. I love young people in Nigeria who are thinking. We want more of them. We want to build that critical mass of critically conscious and patriotic Nigerians to take Nigeria back for the good of our generation and unborn generations of Nigerians. Do you know how old I am? You who is watching me? I am 63 years old. Forget about how I look, how funky I look. Yeah, this is what I choose to be. I choose to look young. I choose to think along with the young people so that we can get together and get the job of Nigeria done. Yeah, I'm happy that I enjoy a relative good health, good look, because I take care of myself. But what about you, Nigerian? I have a lot of passion for the young people. That is why I am here. My mates, my people of my age range, they have retired, they have given up, they believe now that there's nothing they can do in their lifetime to help Nigerians. But those people are part of what created the confusion that we are dealing with because they refuse to stand up when they ought to. I've been standing up all my life. I've not had the benefit of having real compatriots in my age grade who are doing what I'm doing. Young people, come with me. If my age mates are refusing, just come. Let us do it. And that is exactly my appeal to you. Follow us. We don't need so much. All we need is your followership. That will go a long way in helping us advance the cause of Nigeria. I don't know if Yusuf is going to be able to come back again, because to be very candid, he has tried. We have been here for more than 2 hours right now. I'm sure he ran out of low battery and same phone. My phone is plugged right now. We cannot talk about that. In the easiest thing to do. People struggle to have those accesses better than the United States. Seriously, because we have the resources, abundant mineral and natural resources, and abundant people, good people who can do things and change the destiny, alter for the good of Nigeria, the destiny of Nigeria. But they don't give access. The leaders of Nigeria are not near the corridor of power. Are we not ashamed of ourselves? How come a terrorist is the vice president of Nigeria? How come a bandit is the minister of defense of Nigeria? How come a drug dealer, certificate forger, and an identity thief is the president of Nigeria? How come many things are? How come our armed forces cannot fight to protect us, defend our territorial integrity? How come? How come? How come? These are questions you and I can answer. This is not a time to give up. This is a time to rise up. We should not and must never give up our country to invaders. Yes, we don't mind accommodating people, but to let Nigeria go in the way of invaders is inexcusable. It's unacceptable. We cannot accept it. We are not going to take it. So that is why we are calling on every Nigerian. If you are listening to me now, this is your call. I don't care what it is. Is it fear that is? Who is going to live forever? Nobody. But question, do you have children? I know a lot of you have children. What are you going to tell your children? Yes. What will be that excuse you will give to your children for not standing up for them? Maybe before, now, or immediately after. It's time. It is time. It is time. So with this, I'm not sure our brother is going to come back. I think he ran out of it. This was a great encounter, and I think we asked we covered a great deal of the questions that have been troubling and old. Yes, women and children. Yes, it's time. Why can't we stand up? Yes, rise, O compatriots, serve our fatherland with love. Yes, the labor of our heroes now must never be in vain. To serve with heart and might, a nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Arise, O compatriot, Nigeria's God, to serve our fatherland with love and strength and faith. The labor of our heroes now shall never be in vain. To serve with God and might, one nation bound in freedom, peace and unity. Yes, the sun shall never set on so glorious a human accomplishment. God bless Nigeria. And I thank all those who joined us today for this edition of Nigeria Now and Global Matters are rising at ONN. I love you guys and see you in no distant time.